Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to talk about H. pylori and ulcers because they're related. If you have an ulcer, there's a big chance that you have H. pylori. I developed H. pylori with antibiotics, killed on my stomach, you know, just messed me up. It all started a long time ago when I had already had low stomach acid, and that was my problem. And I went to my doctor like a long time ago, and I didn't know. They told me that I had a lot of acid, in my stomach, which was a complete lie because I was getting acid reflux. It started like that. It started with acid reflux. I would eat something and I would get acid reflux, and then my doctor was like, "It's because you have a lot of acid in your stomach, and you need to bring it down." So they prescribed me PPIs, which is the worst thing you could do. It's the worst thing you could do, man, is lower your stomach acid. Makes it even worse because that PPIs will cause a lot of problems. It'll give you ulcers. It'll give you cancer in your stomach. Let me tell you something. The medical field is causing a lot of people, it's causing people. It's the reason. Look. It's the reason why a lot of people are having a lot of stomach problems, man. And it's not okay. Yeah, a lot of it is your fault because you eat bad, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're prescribed medication, and medication kills all your stomach acid, kills all your stomach and gut bacteria, the good bacteria. And now you start having all these issues because you start having overgrowth candida, overgrowth bacteria, SIBO, all this stuff. But see, we're not talking about SIBO today. We're talking about H. pylori. And H. pylori starts growing, which is bacteria. How do you get H. pylori? Real simple. When you start taking antibiotics or you eat really bad, and then your stomach levels are low, they start dropping because your diet is bad or you're taking too many antibiotics, then when you eat something that is contaminated, let's just say you eat a lot of food with a lot of grease, and then it just happens to be contaminated. The food has, or your hands are dirty and you're eating, and then you got germs in your hands and you're eating the food with your hands. You don't care, man. You're at work and you're at lunch and you forget to wash your hands and you touch something. You're like, you don't even pay attention. You're eating it. Well, a normal stomach, your normal acid will kill that bacteria. It'll kill it automatically. Your stomach acids, because your stomach acid's got to be from 1 to 3 on the level of the acid, and so it'll kill it automatically. That's what the acid is for, and it's perfect. It kills H. pylori. It kills all the bugs. But when you have low stomach acid, and then the doctors give you PPIs, which is or medication, and it drops it even more. Now your stomach is very low, and the food just sits there, and you're not digesting it fast enough. You're not burning. The acid is not killing the bacteria, and the food is just sitting there. And then if there's little critters in there, they'll start crawling up on your stomach, and they live on the top of your stomach, above the acid, and they start creating this thing called biofilm. And then the biofilm protects them from acid because when they start living in there, they create like gases and all that stuff. Like I don't know exactly what this called, but they do something to your stomach where your stomach loses the acid. The level of acid, they bring it up higher. They kind of make it a little less acidic. So what happens? Your stomach's got to be really acidic. That's the only place that your stomach's got to be really acidic. Not everywhere else, just the stomach. And what happens is they bring up the acid levels where they can live in there, and it makes it impossible for them to die. With the biofilm, they live in there, and then you start eating crap, and then it starts eating up all your stomach lining, the mucosa. It's called the mucosa, where it's like slimy. Well, they get rid of that, so now your stomach's exposed. So now when you eat something bad, it'll start burning holes in it. Not burning holes, but it's like irritation, like a. Have you ever scraped your arm and it's like a burn? Well, that's what happens. And then with the acid, when it splashes on it, it irritates it, and it burns. But it doesn't heal because it never heals because you keep irritating it, and then they tell you, well, it's because you got high stomach acid, which is a lie. It doesn't. At that point, now you got to take care of the problem. So how do you take care of it? Well, you want to kill it? I'm going to show you guys what I am doing. I'm not saying you're going to do this, but I'm showing you guys what I'm doing to get rid of H. pylori right now. Because I'm still dealing with an ulcer that I got. Because you get ulcers when you got H. pylori, no matter what you do. You could take a supplement. If you take fake supplements, that have like soy and stuff like that in them, you're gonna get an ulcer again. That's how I got it. My wife bought the fake zinc that has a bunch of acid, and it just destroyed my whole stomach. As a matter of fact, this is something else you guys gotta take for your stomach. Believe it or not, I'm gonna give you guys how to fix. Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna show you guys how to fix it. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing to fix my problem, and it might help you. It might help you, but you need to do your research before you start taking these supplements. You gotta make sure that you don't have. You gotta make sure that you got diagnosed already, and you're doing the treatment, and there's nothing else with you. You're not allergic to anything, because some people are really sick, man. Some people eat really bad. They have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all these other issues, man, that I don't have none of that stuff. I'm according to my tests and everything, I only have H. pylori and SIBO. Everything else is supposedly is okay. So for the people that are okay, this is what I'm doing. This is the stuff that's gonna fix your stomach and kill H. pylori for me. Okay, I got Pepsin GI. This is great for your stomach. It'll start building the mucus again, the stomach lining. This is what's rebuilding it. Mastic gum. This stuff right here kills H. pylori. Okay, this right here. This right here will destroy H. pylori. Right here. I got the very high one, the 500. This is the 4 ounce bottle. What I do, I get a shot glass. Get a shot glass of water. I want to say about 30 milliliters, 30 ml. And then I put one of these scoops in here. Just get one of these droppers. Just drop it in there and mix it. And if you have the 10, they sell the 10, which the 10 is still good. The 10 ppm. If you got the 10 ppm, what I do, because I have one too. What I do with the 10 ppm, you grab a shot glass, or actually like a shot glass, and then you put 30 ml on it from the bottle. Boom. They sell the 16 ounce at you could buy it at Sprouts or Whole Foods, or you could order it online. The 10 ppm, and just take a shot glass and drink it. In the morning when you wake up, between meals, 3 times a day for 3 weeks. Remember, 3 weeks, no more than 3 weeks. But you have to take probiotics when you take colloidal silver, because colloidal silver kills all the bacteria in there. I'm gonna say it again, okay? When you take colloidal silver, remember, I take a shot glass, but this is very strong. This is the 500, so I don't use the whole thing. So I use one dropper and just drop it in there, mix it, and drink it 3 times a day. But if you have the 10, they sell the 10, which is the basic one, which that's what I'm gonna buy after this one. The 10, because this one's already dying out. The 10, what you do is you get a shot glass, about this much, and you just drink it. Well, that's what I do. Drink it 3 times a day. In the morning when you wake up, between meals, before you eat, and along with the mastic gum, but not together. Everything's separate. And this, I'm gonna keep going now so I can show you guys. So this one, DGL, this right here. If you have an ulcer, stomach ulcer, and you have H. pylori, you take this. This will help you big time right here. Better than a PPI right here. But remember, you have to change your diet. You gotta change your diet. You can't eat like shit and expect to have results if you continue to eat bad. This, if you have a stomach ulcer and you have acid reflux right here. And remember, acid reflux, ulcer. Acid reflux, ulcer. Especially this one right here. And it's good for your intestines too. It'll make you poop better. This one, it'll lubricate all your guts all the way down. Now this right here, it's the magic potion right here. This is what's saving me right now. I have an ulcer in my stomach, and people say, don't drink this because it has alcohol. Gotta turn the camera for this one because this is an important one. So yeah, this one has 38% alcohol, but it has all these nutritional herbs that I'm taking in it with it, and it what it does, this one, it's gonna make you poop. If you're constipated, bloated, look, if you're constipated, you're bloated, and you feel like crap, and you have SIBO, because I have SIBO too, because if you have H. pylori, more than likely you have SIBO. That right there will, I'm telling you right now, that will make you poop. It'll make you poop because it releases bile, it flushes out your liver. So this is a very important one. I take it. It doesn't burn my ulcer. People are like, you gotta be careful with that one because it burns. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't burn my ulcer, which is pretty crazy, and it helps with, and it kills H. pylori too because it has a bunch of bitters. See, H. pylori doesn't like bitter stuff. They like sugar. They like grease. They like acidic. They like foods that are like fried foods that are like, that sell fast foods and shit, like let's just say anything from McDonald's to Jack in the Box to Taco Bell to all that refried nasty stuff, terrible stuff for you. Right there. This Swedish bitters, remember, Swedish bitters has helped me so much. Collagen, you need this to rebuild your stomach again. Your stomach, when you have H. pylori or you have, stomach and all that issues, start taking collagen. This is perfect. This one too. This one has a bunch of vitamins and minerals right here. Wheatgrass. You take this, man, I'm telling you, this right here is gonna help your stomach too. It's got a lot of chlorophyll, which is good for your stomach. But I want to say the main things for H. pylori and ulcers, this one. Try slippery elm, DGL. Colloidal silver definitely destroys H. pylori. It'll destroy it. But remember, you got to take probiotics. You start taking this with it. I will take probiotics with everything, but you need probiotics too. Mastic gum. Mastic gum. I don't care about this brand. You could buy a different brand, but I bought this one. But there's better ones probably. But even the chewing the gum is good too. You buy the gum, the actual gum is good too. And then this one for your stomach, definitely. This one will start building your stomach back up again. This one. It's the Pepsing GI. This one is definitely, if you have a stomach ulcer, stuff like that, this right here, H. pylori right here. But I would recommend, for me, what's helping me right now, I'm killing the H. pylori with this one, mastic gum. Oh, and I'm also drinking cabbage juice. Cabbage juice for when you have an ulcer. If you don't have an ulcer, then you don't need the cabbage juice. But if you have an ulcer, you can drink the cabbage juice and kill all that shit. But you got to put probiotics in there and eat healthy. That's pretty much it. Oh, and I'm also taking sea moss. Sea moss. See, I make my own. I make my own sea moss. See, I make my own gel. This has 92 minerals. So if your stomach is not absorbing like the vitamins, that's all you need right here. That's all you need. Sea moss. What else? Yeah, and and I'm also taking other things too, like I'm also taking what is it? Black seed oil. Take some black seed oil. That shit will kill. That'll kill H. pylori too. This one right here. Look, I got the basic one. This one right here. Black seed oil. This one kills H. pylori too, and it helps with a lot of stuff, man. If you're sick and stuff like that, yeah. Also, I also take. This is the probiotic that I'm taking. Look, show you guys. Might as well show you guys. So I can show you guys a real H. pylori. Okay, so if you got H. pylori, take this one. Take this one. I don't know if you can see it good. See this? Take this H. pylori. It's a probiotic. This is the L-Reuteri. Take that one. It's gonna change. You'll kill H. pylori. Should take about, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly how long it takes, but if you do it right and you start doing this, it should take about a month. But you have to be on it. You can't. There's no cheat days, okay? Not even one little drink of, I'm gonna get a soda, just a little bit because it's gonna. No, stay away. You already had enough cheat days, and I'm gonna tell you why you had enough cheat days. If you got H. pylori because you eat like shit, you already had too many cheat days, and you don't need anymore. There is no such thing as cheat days, okay? That shit's out the window. Like, forget about it. Don't have that mentality. If you're gonna have that mentality where you're gonna still eat 2-3 weeks and you feel okay, your stomach. And then you think, because it could take longer. It could take, to fix your stomach, it takes about 3 to 6 months. So if you're going to be like, you're in a month and you're like, oh, I feel okay now. And you're taking these pills and you feel okay every time you take them. And then you're eating like shit. You might as well just turn off this channel. Might as well stop listening to me. Stop listening to what I'm telling you. Because if you don't listen, I have no time for you. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't want to sound like that. But there's a lot of people that are very irresponsible that because your friends are eating all this garbage and you think you could eat it, they're suffering. Trust me, they have some kind of problem. Some people build hemorrhoids from having H. pylori, man, because they eat like shit, and then they start getting all these hemorrhoids and stuff like that. And they're like, oh my god, I got hemorrhoids. I don't know what happened. You know exactly what happened. You're eating like shit. You're straining yourself, and eventually you're gonna cause all these problems. If you eat right and your stomach is right, you're not gonna have hemorrhoids. You're not gonna have none of that. That's just the way, the bottom line. I'm gonna tell it like it is, man. If you're gonna follow me, you follow me for good information, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that everything's gonna be fine. No, you have to do work. My reason why I'm messed up is because the doctors messed up my stomach with they misdiagnosed me and gave me a bunch of antibiotics, and I wasn't going nowhere. And I started doing my research, and I came across all this just by reading, and I was reading old 1980s, 1980s research on colloidal silver, because there is no information on it. 1940s, I'm tripping, 1940s, 1950s. And so if you go to Google and you read about, look, if you don't believe me, go to Google and read about colloidal silver. The first thing that's going to come out is, oh, you're going to turn blue. That's already misinformation, If you take the Swedish bitters, they're going to be like, oh, it's going to burn up your stomach. It's got alcohol. Yes, it's got alcohol, but that's what makes it strong. The 38% of alcohol in it, which is natural alcohol, and all these natural herbs in the back that are listed right here in the back. See this line right here? If you look at the white right there, that's all organic, just regular wheats that are going to be awesome for your herbs, for your stomach. All this stuff, they lie about everything, man. Sea moss, there is, man, I'm telling you, sea moss. If you follow Dr. Sebi, you'll know. If you know about black seed oil, you know. If you know, you know. So wake up and start learning about all these natural, all these natural herbs, and make sure that they don't have any chemicals in it, because a lot of this stuff has a lot of adjectives and nasty fillers in it. So you got to be careful with that too. Like I said, this is for H. pylori. This is what I am doing to get rid of it. And if you have an ulcer, remember, I'm gonna say it again. If you have an ulcer, or acid reflux, I recommend this one. But you gotta make sure you don't have any health issues. And this one actually works. See, slippery M actually works for females that have dry vaginas. If your vagina is really dry, if a girl comes across this right here, slippery elm. If you're dry, take this, and I guarantee you're gonna start getting super wet. It's crazy. I don't know. From the reviews that I read, this stuff right here helps women, like women that have issues with their dry vaginas. This helps too, and it'll lubricate your whole colon to poop better. But a combination of this, if you take slippery elm, listen to me. If you're constipated and you take a combination of slippery elm and Swedish bitters, give it about 2 weeks, probably less. But for sure in a month, you'll be pooping like normal. You'll be like back to, if you don't have any other health issues, like I said. DGL, if you have heartburn and you have an ulcer. Remember, heartburn, acid reflux, this one too. Colloidal silver, this will kill the shit out of everything in your stomach. But you have to put probiotics in there. I showed you guys the probiotics that I'm taking. Mastigum will kill H. pylori. Pepsin, this one right here. It's just going fast now. This one right here, it's going to heal your stomach, your whole gut. Your whole gut line is going to make it stronger. And then to absorb all the nutrients and minerals, sea moss. I make my own right here. You could do your research on the sea moss too, man, because a lot of the sea moss is it's garbage. See, I'm going to show you guys the ones that I'm taking. I got 2 different ones that are from legit places. These 2 right here. I'm taking, let me switch it. Okay, this is the sea moss that I've got. Wildcrafted sea moss by Herbal Vineyards. And then I got this sea moss Duals Nature. This one right here. See the color on it? They're different. This is a little lighter. You gotta remember, if you buy sea moss, give me a second. If you buy sea moss, it's gotta be really small. I'm gonna see, this is it right here. Sea moss. So You soak it, you got to follow directions, and then it turns into this. So it's got all the nutrients, all the vitamins you need right there. You don't need to be taking vitamin C and all that shit, you know? You can get the vitamin C from the fruits, but this one has all the minerals. But I'm taking that, and it's helping me. I'm gonna take a shot right now I'm gonna take a shot of what is it? Of the Swedish bitters right now. It's early in the morning. Oh, it's not that early anymore, but I'm taking that to fix my stomach because I have constipation. But I'm telling you, man, it started moving my stomach. I started taking it like 3 days ago. I was taking it before and I was pooping. I didn't really know that it was helping me until I started doing my research and I started going back on my notes. Oh, another thing, I take notes on everything right here. Look, you'll see. I'll show you guys. See? On everything I eat. Every day. That's what I'm doing. Keeping track of my symptoms and what I'm eating. That's going to help you too. So be smart and you could come across, you could probably beat this shit quick. But I did my research on Swedish bitters. I was taking it before. I drank like 2 bottles before and I didn't even know it was helping me because I was pooping normal before this happened, this relapse. And but I started taking this again. I look normal, but I'm not. I got other issues going on right now. Don't let it fool you. I'm actually have a lot of problems. But this for sure is going to keep you moving, stomach moving. All right. So remember, slippery elm for acid reflux, ulcers, and it'll make you poop. It'll lubricate your whole colon. And then if you put Swedish bitters, definitely you're going to poop together. You're going to be pooping back to normal, but only if you're constipated. If you have diarrhea, I don't recommend Swedish bitters. Maybe the slippery elm, I don't know. I don't know how that works with the diarrhea, but because I have methane. But that's another video that I'm going to talk about that. But this video is for H.pylori, and that's what I'm taking right now. And the H.pylori should be, if I start doing this, the colloidal silver I started already a few days ago. So I'm only going to take it for 3 weeks. And then I'm going to tell you guys what happened. I'm gonna retest maybe like in a month and a half from now, and then see if I eradicated the H. pylori. But that's all I got for today. If you want to follow my channel, follow it. But remember, follow it if you're serious about your health, man. And follow me and so I can help more people. And then if you want to help other people, you could just send them my information, send them my video, my link, and all that stuff so they can learn. See, my point is not to get famous. I'm going to keep saying it on every video. My point is to get the message across, man, that I want people to heal because I know how it is to live with this stuff. And it sucks. It's terrible, man. And if I could help people out by giving information, see, I'm just waking people up by giving you information. And it's your job to go beyond what I'm saying and do your own research. And then you'll start understanding. And then once you learn, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to help other people. Because once we wake up from this bullshit lie about the medical field, about your stomach with H. pylori and acid levels and all this stuff, we could corner the medical field and they have to fix us. Because when you know, and it's like, no, we know exactly what's going on. You're lying to me. Check my acid levels because they don't check none of that stuff. They continue to do the same lies because they're making so much money out of you when you're sick. They're making and they're like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. They're making money out of you putting microscope, in your throat and all that stuff, when it could be like, well, try this, see if it helps you. Now if you got other symptoms, like you're throwing up blood like crazy, and yeah, if you're barfing blood, then yeah, you need to go, you really need to go and check yourself out, but you got to use your common sense, if you're throwing up blood, well, yeah, you're going to make sure that they put a microscope in there and see what's going on. Maybe you have cancer, I don't know, something worse, but for the most part, if you're just like acid reflux and stuff like that, and they want to put a camera in you, it's like, bro, come on, man. They should give you something first. And if that doesn't help, then you go beyond that. But it's up to you. If you got insurance and you can get that camera in you, then hey, more power to you. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta be your own doctor right now. So this is all I got for today. And subscribe to my channel so I could grow. And press like. Look, and the reason why people say press like and comment, I'm going to tell you why. Because when you leave a comment, look, like I said, when you leave a comment and you press like, then automatically YouTube will recommend it to somebody else that is looking for this. If somebody types in H. pylori or ulcers, then they'll recommend my channel, and then they'll be able to see this information just like you got this information. So remember, press like, comment, share to other people that if you know somebody that has problems, share it with them and let them see what I'm doing, and this might help them. You might save somebody's life, because if they're taking too many PPIs for years, they could develop stomach cancer, man, and that's what causes it, nothing else. Stomach cancer is caused by all these antibiotics that they're giving you, and they keep messing up your stomach. Okay, so this video is for H. pylori. I already showed you guys what I'm taking. Remember, do your research before you start taking this, and make sure that you don't have any health conditions, any health problems. Remember, I am not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you to do your own research when you start taking these supplements or anything, because you can have a bad reaction. You could be allergic to mastic gum. You could be allergic to something inside Swedish bitters. You could be allergic to wheatgrass. So far for me, I don't have any allergies to none of them. So I'm doing good. That's all I got for today, man. But like I said, if you're serious about your health, follow me, and I'm gonna be posting more. I got other things coming up, man. I'm learning so much that I want to be, eventually I want to be a health coach. That's my health. I'm gonna focus on that. That's gonna be my next career. I'm gonna start coaching people on their health, and I'm gonna get a license and all that, and then I'm gonna start doing that. But once I could do that and I have a license, then I could tell you guys what to do. But for now, enjoy it. It's free, man. Everything I gave you guys, information that I gave you guys, is free. All I need is for you to like it, share it, so other people can see it. This is why people tell you, make sure you subscribe and follow and share, because more people can see the content. I don't think you understand. That's the way YouTube works. If you don't have a YouTube channel, and if you have one, and if you're active with it, you will understand. Okay, well, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys heal. And I'm with you guys right now. I'm suffering right now too. So I'm going in this journey, but I'm learning. All right, guys.